Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation call for Monday into June 2, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. I'm having a time for change call this Wednesday night after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about AI, the effects on the planet that are happening. And we're going to kind of critique the financial structure, the new one on the planet, that will be coming into clarity. Right now, everybody's real confused about a lot of things. Jesus made the statement long time ago. It wasn't prevalent. They kind of tried to suppress it, but the kingdom of God is within you. And what he was inferring is that everybody has this innate connection to the great inner kingdom, not just the sacred few. This consciousness is this kingdom. And it is effortlessly and instantly found by anyone who surrenders to it. Surrendering to it just means that you embrace it, you accept it, you comprehend it, you have 100% confidence, faith, and trust in it. You have no doubt. And it is effortlessly and instantly found. All of us are already connected to this amazing state of consciousness right now. As you're relaxed into your body, you're still as a statue in a comfortable position with no outside interference, focused on your breath rising and falling. Now, many of us may not feel it because the mind is blocking the way. Only when the mind becomes completely relaxed and trusting of life can it be fully revealed. When you fall naturally into the deepest stillness and silence within you, you'll discover this awesome enlightening consciousness is already there. It isn't out there, it is in here. It's the highest state of consciousness that there is. There is nothing more loving, accepting, insightful, appreciative, and jovial than this enlightened state of mind. Believe it or not, this is our most natural state of being. And when we choose to be at peace with ourselves over everything else in this universe, we naturally begin to connect with this deeply profound spiritual healing energy that resides at the core of our being. What is that energy that resides at the core of our being? The God, the pure consciousness, all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We constantly overlook these higher states of consciousness because the mind is so preoccupied in clinging to its extensive variety of desires, thoughts, and fears. And the mind basically becomes so busy that it forgets that a more enlightened experience of life is available to explore in each new moment. Many of us were all taught as children how powerful and important the mind is. And so we blindly follow the mind. We tag along, remain extremely close to it, and believe in it wherever it goes. Unknowingly, we waddle along from one thought to the next, grasping onto every dip and wiggle, like we are the chick and it's the great mama duck. How many of us are doing that? Well, we've done it for lifetimes. You may find that weeks, months, years can pass by where you are consistently following the mind for 24 hours a day around without a break. We may even believe that we have no other choice than to hang on the tail of the mind and be pulled along with its desires forever. The mind's hypnotic spell over us is deep and yet extremely tantalizing, as we may feel lost without it, and are often happily caught in its habit of reaching into this delicious world of desires. Sometimes it happens in a rare moment or situation in this life, we suddenly stop following the mind. A deep relaxation occurs, and we realize that we do not have to follow our thoughts at all. We eventually comprehend that our desires will manifest for us at the right time, and so we can simply bask and enjoy the expansive glory of this great universe around us. It is from this mind-stopping space that a deeper inquiry arises within to find where is the source of this mind. When we peer inside to see where our thoughts are originating from, it causes the mind to become very quiet. And it is this silence which unlocks the door to finding our connection with this supreme consciousness within. The greatest magical moments of our lives manifest the moment we step back from our desiring, seeking, searching, needy mind. When we rest in the stillness at the center of our heart, the mind must let go. Just like in these meditations, the mind lets go. And life instantly becomes a serene, perfect, and naturally centered experience. We feel there is an eternity ahead of us. In this healing space, we stop trying to create, achieve, or change anything in this world. It feels so good just resting here with existence, revealing our natural divinity, while appreciating and accepting this entire universe as it is. It is in the merging of a quiet, trusting mind and the deepest relaxation in the body where the Christ consciousness abides. The supreme consciousness. Discovering this place inside you will heal many layers and lifetimes of doubts, worry, and fear. The enlightened state enters us automatically when the mind truly stops. And when the mind stops, our consciousness expands and we enter that state. Simultaneously. As if they were two sides of the same coin. The very moment we become completely relaxed and at peace with everything in this life, this highest consciousness must move into us and act through us. It has no other choice. Because we are this highest consciousness. That's who we truly are. So that's why it has no other choice. I am a human being just like you. But at the same time, I am God. That came from Jesus, and that was taken from the Gospel of St. Thomas. I am a human being, just like you. But at the same time, I am God. Another enlightenment tip to reveal this supreme consciousness within you takes a little creative exploration and personal commitment. Because this amazing enlightened state is so precious, powerful, and transforming. It resides in the place we would least expect it to be. Our Christ consciousness is not discovered through pushing to find the highest experience or attempting to resist or avoid the lower experiences. It's not found from trying to only think positive thoughts, nor rejecting those fearful parts of yourself that are not so positive about life. The Supreme Consciousness is much bigger than the mind, and is something that finds you when you naturally are at peace with both extremes. When you're walking the middle path of life, that place which is free from any clinging to the higher and resisting the lower, a great feeling of freedom enters you. There's no struggle to change anything in life on the middle road. We see that our consciousness is completely perfect, and it knows everything is perfect as it is. There is this feeling of extreme peace. We know we have already arrived at the great kingdom, so it's not trying to get anywhere special. The best part, however, is that the mind becomes crystal clear and is no longer running the show. We become liberated from the demanding, striving, obsessive ego and realize how wonderful it is to relax and enjoy the simple experience of being alive. And only through finding this middle way in every action, thought, and situation we are in can we transcend our clinging mind, surrender to Source, and discover an effortless freedom from our relentless ego. What is Source? Source is you, who you truly are. Source of creation. The great force of Source. The Supreme Consciousness. That's you. That's all of us, not these bodies. On the path of surrender, our highest consciousness becomes infused in everything that we do, because the mind's no longer pushing towards what it wants, nor trying to get away from what it doesn't want. We can actually relax in the experience of now. We suddenly find it very easy to let go of those typical issues which normally irritate and worry us, because we are, we suddenly find it very easy to let go of those typical issues which normally irritate and worry us, because we are so enthralled in amazing natural expanse of the divine universe flowing all around us. Great quote from Buddha: "You can lose only what you cling onto." It's important to know that the society around you has hypnotized everyone to believe it's quite normal to live in a state of desire, struggle, and suffering. Pretty much on this planet, that's the way people, that's how society looks at it. That's just the norm. You need this and have to buy that in order to be happy, and without it, you cannot relax and just be content with life as it is. Humanity has gotten used to being needy, and this causes loads of suffering. The habit of resting and relaxing in stillness, acceptance of life as it is so cosmic, empowering, and transformative, you'll never go back to striving for anything again. Most of us are not really patient with ourselves, as this suffering habit is accepted by everyone. This entire society on this planet are like children who have been given one pair of shoes to wear at birth, and years later they are 5 sizes too small. We've all been wearing these tiny shoes for so many years that we have just accepted the experience that life typically is small, tight, and confined. And these small shoes come in many styles and forms. such as the plethora of rules, regulations, laws, and moral superstructure of an overly controlled, untrusting society. That's this planet. That's this society. Many styles and forms, such as the plethora of rules, regulation, laws, and moral superstructure of an overly controlled, untrusting society. We're all wearing tight little wooden shoes and don't know how to take them off. We have shrunken ourselves to fit into them and believe that this is who we are. We don't so easily accept that this supreme consciousness is our basic nature and our soul's natural destiny. Consciousness is our basic nature and our soul's natural destiny. Everyone is blindly following around the ego-driven mind, so we should do what is normal. Otherwise, we won't fit in and find happiness. What everyone really should be doing, choose to do, first thing every morning, is to break free from this mass societal hypnosis and realize this supreme consciousness is our very nature. Some people call it Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness. Supreme consciousness is our very nature. And when we stop running to catch up with the other rats and sit and realize that finding an enlightened way of seeing life is the most important thing we can do with our time, we start living a new life that is constantly bubbling up joy, creativity, love, and energy within you. That is New Earth. After a few days of this, you'll find suffering has stopped showing up on your radar. You're always invited to explore what it's like to feel these tiny shoes. You continue tolerating and ignoring them. It's like tossing a fat bucket of mud splattered all over our windshield of life and learning how to just deal with it. Do you honestly think you should continue trying to see the road ahead through that little teeny half clear spot on the bottom corner of your windshield and keep driving even faster? The ego is so stubborn and addicted to old habits and would never think to pull over, stop the car, get out, completely wash the entire thing off. Pay attention to the stillness and the silence more often. There will come a day when you will experience the ego is not really running this show. And this inner silence is what enlightenment is all about. Washing everything off. Cleaning yourself from the mind muck and incessant chatter that's constantly squeezing you and compressing your life. And when you're with people, don't try to fit into the smaller pair of shoes so others feel more comfortable with the bigger ones. Society will never be satisfied with who you truly are. It's just not comfortable allowing everyone's supreme consciousness to move freely about until everybody becomes this awakened being. Then there will be absolute trust of the individual and no need for controlling rules and regulations. You stand at the edge ready to throw yourself in. What a shock to discover there is nowhere to go and no one to throw. Ram Tzu. I'm not saying that our society is totally wrong. It does have its moments. It's just asleep. It doesn't care to recognize this supreme consciousness in every being. It thrives off of suffering. And the government would go out of business if we all awaken to our sovereign state, connecting with our enlightened consciousness inside. It will take everything you've got inside you to stand up, be strong, liberate yourself from this mass hypnosis. And when this supreme consciousness is awakened in you, you will know. You will feel unstoppable in everything you do and totally trust that wherever life decides to take you, it's always guiding you home. And home is what? Home is the God within you. You're always home. You're never not home. What I want more than anything is that as many as possible learn how to trust themselves fully, completely. If you've been driving for years with a massive mud cake, it's basically your life, on the windshield of your mind, a deep cleaning and brainwashing may be needed. You start with affirming to yourself that you can trust yourself every day in every way. Feel what trusting your heart is like. How does it resonate inside? Realize that remaining at 100% trust is the enlightened state that knows everything is perfect as it is. Meditate on this thought for the next 90 days and notice how your body, mind, and life tend to respond. Enjoy it. See, we've got this, as Osho stated, the ego will not allow you to see the reality because it says, I am separate. The moment the tree thinks it's separate from the earth, it starts dying. The tree has to know that it exists only as an extension of this earth. Then it is nourished and fed by the earth. Only then is it at home. Probably you, and there's right in this very now moment, millions of us, millions, who feel they've lost their way. You can feel it. You can feel it anytime. You can feel it just in our country alone. Many are facing divorce, drowning in bills, cannot sleep, massively overweight, deeply depressed, eating dead food, deeply unhealthy. Perhaps they've lost a family member, their soulmate, or even their house, financial security, or worse, the hope for a better future. And yes, life, we all know that this life can get so intense at times that some people feel they have even lost their minds. And when it comes down to it, we have all experienced some form of loss. Yet, whatever it is that we lose along this way, this grand adventurous journey, no matter what it is, we must choose to also realize that it is a precious gift, teaching us the sacred art of letting go. The ultimate truth here is that we cannot take anything with us when we leave these bodies. There are no cell phones, emails, bills, car payments, bank accounts. There's just love. Pure, deep, eternal love. And an eternity of time to enjoy it. And when these bodies that we're in have served their time on this earth and are done here, we take nothing with us but our own life experiences, love and consciousness. So your life experiences, love and consciousness, are the most precious items that you are carrying right now. So make them your number one priority over all your ego's needs, fears, wants, wishes, demands, and desires. You will find your life suddenly becomes much easier, sweeter, and simpler to live. From time to time, or maybe all the time, we all need a guiding light to show us where to go in this life. This greatest light that's ever been discovered was not in the outer world, yet deep inside at the very core of consciousness, the light of pure awareness. You look close enough, you'll see that it has a direct, consistent connection that is flowing to and from the actual God source itself. You could miss experiencing this amazing connection because you're paying more attention to your thoughts about it instead of the actual light of pure awareness. To simply place your attention only on pure awareness and nothing else. See what happens. Try it for the next few minutes. Notice if something shifts and how spiritually connected you feel inside. Often the moment when we forget about our brilliant light of awareness, the mind instantly takes over. Tends to point itself towards its desires. It wants to achieve things to be happy, successful, fulfilled, or heal negative experience from the past, as it believes these are the main reasons why we are not happy today. Yet these aren't the real reasons why we continue this habit of remaining caught in some emotional gutter. Real reason why we remain stuck in yesterday's old news is because we haven't learned how to create a solid, trusting connection with the God source, the source of absolute, deep, eternal love. We have forgotten that the God source is real, that it's instantly available, that it's here right now, super easy to access. And the great golden secret, how we can all truly enjoy this precious life, again, we cannot fail at anything in life when we are feeling connected with this great, deep, eternal loving source within. When we are feeling our soul's natural connection with it, we relax and start asking ourselves deeper questions like, why am I really here? What's the most enlightened thing I can do with my time? What can I do to live out my life's mission? When we are feeling into our sweet, supportive spiritual connection, we instantly stop complaining. We let go of our demanding, abrasive ego, and we start appreciating what is. Awakening the God source within is quite simple. It really boils down to giving up our resistance to our connection with it. As we investigate further inside ourselves, we can find places where we could start relaxing more about life and opening our hearts to trusting in life more and more and more. The God source is everywhere. There is no place or time any of us can find to escape from it. The task, then, is all about letting go of our resistance to its great, unending love. Maybe you've seen the bumper sticker that says, life is the school and love is the lesson. When we open the heart to trusting in the energy of deep eternal love, we begin learning the most important lesson we are here to learn. How to fully embrace, accept, and appreciate who and what we really truly are. We were not born to just tolerate our lives. We are here to celebrate, love, and embrace everyone and everything in it. When we stop dwelling on how we were wronged, how messed up we are, or wounded we are by our past, we create a space for love to come in. Then we can start using our creative energy to enjoy feeling how deeply eternally loved we are and amazing it is to be alive. The secret to awakening, the great source within, the God that we are, the pure consciousness, begins with a sincere willingness to let in love, to trust love, to allow love, and whenever given, and welcome the vibration of feeling lovable. This willingness is what allows us to stop defending and protecting ourselves from any possibility of future pain. We forget to be afraid of life, of people, of taking risks, of creating intimacy, and getting hurt again. With just a little willingness to let in deep eternal love, we begin feeling more open, vulnerable, excited to how even more amazing and abundant experiences into our lives. And this willingness to let in love is a huge step for us all. And with it, we will realize just how beautiful, childlike, and tremendously innocent we truly are. This life is the greatest school there is. And it's always going to be teaching us what we most need to know about ourselves. The experience of letting in love is founded in the feeling of trusting life. There is a part in you that wants to let in love and trust life more than anything, yet is skeptical, doubtful, prideful, or may not believe you are lovable. You may have 1,000 reasons not to trust in life or love. It may feel more honest that you doubt yourself, others, and continue to protect yourself from trusting in anyone or anything. This is how the connection to the God source gets blocked. It can be quickly shifted, however. And this happens by simply relaxing your body-mind and being willing to trust in how good it feels to trust again. Slowly, you will actually become more trusting, more open, honest, available, receptive, and eventually start feeling in your soul's direct connection to the God source. Again, the singer exists only in singing. The walker exists only in walking. So is the ego. The ego exists only in clinging, in possessing things, in dominating things. And when there is no domination, no desire to dominate, no desire to cling, no desire to possess, the ego starts evaporating. I invite you to try a little experiment on yourself this week. Consider that your grand soul purpose in this life is simply to trust in every experience you are having within. Trust in every feeling, every thought, belief, emotion. Trust in your intuition and each situation you're a part of. Trust so fully and deeply that everything inside of you relaxes completely. Watch how your mind and ego tend to resist trust at first. Yet in time, they will slowly dissolve into it. And when your trust is absolute on the inner world, it will overflow into everyone in your outer world. Trust in yourself first. In what is occurring within you is the right experience you're learning the most from. Making trust bigger than the actual thought, judgment, or life experience is one of the quickest ways to find the God source within you. Right now, in this very moment, tell yourself that it's possible to trust in yourself 100% this week. Imagine you are doing this and embracing the divine being you truly are. The simple energy of trusting in life is the secret to opening the doorway to the deep, eternal, loving God source. It's really not a tough job if you consider the other possible techniques others are doing to try and reach God. I invite you, I challenge you, and I dare you to fully explore this experience of deep trust. Relax fully into it. Let it spread all throughout, your life. Take on this trusting invitation first thing in the morning. Feel that it's extremely safe to let down all your guards today and walk around with a receptive, trusting heart, welcoming in life and with a big smile. Just do it for 24 hours and see what manifests. Explore the sensations of being open, welcoming, and accepting with all beings, animals, plants, situations, experiences, and material things. As we relax into this moment and become more open and available to life, all of our fears, phobias, pains from the past cannot be found anymore. They are all like shadows that disappear when the sunlight enters. All your hardness and skepticism melts into the sea, this divine trusting energy. Do not underestimate the magnitude of this simple trusting practice. It is very powerful. Powerful enough to transform yourself and everyone in your world. Join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Reveal your most radical truth today. When you share what cannot be shared, speak what cannot be spoken, something loosens the grip inside. That's for this week. Reveal what may embarrass you completely. Remove all your walls and masks in your closest relationships. Stop all of your hiding and pretending. You will feel such a lightness and ease with everyone again. This is the beginning of the end of suffering. Your deepest truth will always set you free. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times, no matter what's going on within you or it's outside of you. Be the deepest of the deepest, deepest, purest of the purest, purest, truest of the truest, truest, eternal gratitude at all times. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in. We will return here Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call